Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of our introduction to Python. But this time I want to do a little bit of decision making. This is where we left last time. Remember I showed you how to download the editor, how you just enter the input, as you can see, how you can get to do some computation calculations. It's very easy, like the normal way we normally do in mathematics, and how you normally do the output. Now again, we want to make decision, and remember, I'm just sticking to my simple questions, like where I assume that you've done an exam and the exam has been marked, and this is the results, and I'm assuming just you have 2 subjects. So in case you want to have like 5, you can have 5 and do the same thing. Now let's proceed. So I want to make decision based on the average that we have. So I will assume that if you are below 40, you are going to fail. If you are below 60, you are going to be on the pass, and if you are above that is below 100 and between 60, it's going to be credit. So in simple, I just write avg less than if it's less than 40, that is less than 40. And Python is very easy. You don't have the curly braces or the semicolons. You don't worry about that. So you just use the semicolon and the full colon, and you just write print. You just output the results, which is going to be remember, it's the grade. The grade is fail. Let me write like that again. Let me go ahead and give the other one. Is the reason why I had to have these ones, because in other programming languages we normally use else if. In Python we use elif. So just write avg is less than or less than 60. Let me say that, and this will be print going to say the grade is pass. And it's good to encounter errors, because when you encounter errors you get to learn. Let me have else if, another elif. I'll show you what I'm going to do. The last one, than or equals to 100. You can have like 100. So this we're going to print, and this will be the grade is credit. So you can put like A, grade C, grade B, something to do with that. And last one will be else it's going to be print invalid. I'm just assuming you have something else which is different from that. It's going to be invalid. Just let me have just invalid. And as usual, I'm going to execute my programs. Just press F5 and let's see. So kama kawaida, we said mathematics is not easy. Sometimes you get 45, even below 45. Kiswahili sometimes you see mdomo cha kila mtu, but you can get 78. As you can see, this guy has got an average or mean score of 61. So it means the guy is above 60. That's why you can see it's credit. Let me try to do it again and go lower. So you can say 56, and this one will be 57, something to do with that. And as you can see, the guy has passed. Let's test the last one, which is either you have like 34, and this one you can have 45, something to do with that. I don't know whether it's going to exit, but let's check. 39, and as you can see, it's failed. So let's assume it's beyond that. So again, I will assume like you have got something that you can see you have entered. As you can see, this is invalid. You can have that, what we refer to as human error, and you get to have those challenges. Now, I want you to have an assignment for your own. So you just assume that I want you to do an assignment of payroll. So you assume that you have got hours worked. Remember, when you're working in a company, they normally count hours. Then kuna what we normally call hourly pay. Then there is overtime, or let me call it OT. So you enter those three things, just the hours worked, hourly pay, and OTP. Then you compute basic pay. I know this is a common thing that everyone has done, maybe from depending on class like 8 up to form 4, you have done something to do with that. So basic pay, you can compute overtime pay. You can also compute something to do with gross pay. Then you're given allowances. Maybe they can be given in form of percentage, so you can do the computation. Or let me assume you're given like 6% of your basic pay. Then again, you have got payee, maybe, which you normally pay to do it. Let's assume you normally pay 16%. I'm just giving percentage for the sake of, and you can have something to do with that. So you compute the deductions, total deduction. Let me not compute total deduction, but let's assume you just compute for net pay. So then after that, you make decision based on net pay. So if net pay is above, let's say 30, you are well paid. Below 30, poorly paid. You can have like those two decisions, but you can go beyond that. That's an example I want you to do on your own and gauge yourself. Remember to go to our site. Enroll for these courses is something that we're offering. Currently I have like over 98 students, and not all of them are active, but I appreciate for the few who have registered. This is something that I started after COVID-19 had to make education one of the nightmares, but I started back in June, and it's doing well. I'm helping people, and I also thank them because we are helping each other, and we are building this nation together. So thank you, and let's meet on the next lesson where we are going to do loops. And loops, we are going to do something to do with creating a shopping cart. Shopping cart is something that you can do, you can create using loops. I'm going to show you how you can do that. So thank you, and God bless you. Let's meet on the next lesson.